If you were tuned in to ITV2 last night, you will have seen the big reunion.
I was tuned in.
Yeah, it's about the 90s and the noughties and all that. And what they do is they reform. It sounded a bad thing, like they send them to prison or something. Favourite pop groups from the past. So, who have they got?
They had a Five, Liberty X, Atomic Kitten here, of course. Who else? Have I missed anybody?
Now, you are the original Kittens now. Yes. Yes, very definitely, yes. You're now Cougars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you keep saying.
I think that's stronger. The Atomic Cougars.
Yeah,
It's more contemporary.
That could be our sideline.
Now,
We're just a bunch of alley cats, aren't we?
So we're going back in time now to what, 1972?
Oh,
no, anyway, here it is.
99.
Do to you going back in time to get and see?
I've got goose pimples. Look at that. Yeah, I really have. I think we feel like we've done a full circle.
We keep saying it. We have done the full circle.
And you did your very first performance. I remember, and I was presenting with John on here.
Yeah, it was. We didn't actually get to speak.
No.
But as you said, you did think we were gonna be all right.
Yeah, you were. She's loud. That one.
We were so young. We were babies. I was 16. You were 17, and Kerry was 18. So.
Goodness.
And do you know what, watching it last night, because we see you next week in the show, but it is gripping, seeing everybody now as adults, and most of them said, we were kids, we didn't know what we were doing, you had all this fame thrown at you, money, and a lot of people found it and struggled to cope with it.
Yeah.
16 and 17.
I think we all did in certain ways, absolutely. It was hard, but it was the best job in the world. It still is. It's fabulous.
Well, we were so young and we were just kind of let loose on the world, travelling the world, and
I don't think we appreciated it. Well, I certainly did, and I didn't enjoy it. That's one of the reasons why I left.
Is it like you don't know what you had until it's gone, sort of thing?
What, after I left the band?
Yeah, no, when it's taken away from you and then you sort of really appreciate it much more.
I think you appreciate the experiences you have by like performing on the stage and things like that. I think more so the fact that I've got Tash and Liz back in, we're all back in touch, that's amazing. But I think when you're such a young age, I don't know if I speak for Tash and Liz, I just wanted to go out with my mates. Yeah, I'm travelling the world, I'm thinking, I'm on a plane again.
What were we?
I did. No, but I wanted to go home to my friends and my mum and things like that. And
she was very like that. And then when Kerry was with Brian, all she wanted was to, you know, to be married and have children. Actually, it wasn't about the fact that, you know, he was in a band. It was that he was this lovely guy at the time who was that she was going to marry.
Anyway.
But then that's how this original lineup stopped, and Jenny came in because you left to have a baby and settle down. Was that hard for you leaving when you then saw them perform?
I wasn't bitter at all, Ruth, when they got #1 with Holiday. I wasn't bitter, I was delighted.
I found it hard when Kerry left because Kerry was like my big sister and she was there, you know, she was in my life every day. So when she left, I was really, really gutted, and it took me a long time to get over that. But we stayed in touch, we kept being friends, and we used to see each other all the time. But then the more we worked and the more we travelled the world, the less we got to see of Kerry, and we just drifted.
But Natasha, you went into another full-time job having babies.
Yeah.
And you had, how many of them do you have? 3?
Well, I've got 3, Kerry's got 4.
Yeah.
So we've been busy.
So really, I mean, what's the future for all of this? Can this possibly have a future that you're back again, bearing in mind children?
Well, everyone keeps making a joke that everyone leaves Atomic Kitten to have a baby, so, and I don't have any, so I am not yet, let's just say
I think our kids are just going to be backing dancers. They're going to be the new Kittens, our kids.
They're really excited by it. They are, aren't they?
Well, it would be seeing you doing
what we do.
What you do,
My kids have got a clue that I used to be a pop star.
The idea of the big reunion is obviously to get all back together, and this culminates in a
concert.
Yeah.
So does that excite you, or does that scare you?
I mean, I'm really excited. I mean, it's what we all started doing at such a young age. It's what we love doing. And don't get me wrong, it's been hard work, and there are a lot more aches and pains than what I used to have 10 years ago.
Definitely.
But we've had an absolute ball. I cannot wait for the show. I think it's going to be the end of February. We've still got a lot of rehearsals to go.
So much.
Did you watch, as I did last year? I was addicted to it every week.
Oh, you were talking about this.
Steps, the reunion.
It was really good. It was really juicy.
But you see, that's warts and all. And you see, like, it seems a great idea and everybody says, OK, let's forget our differences in the past. We're all together. It's lovely to be the way it used to be. But it's still tough, isn't it? Does it not?
It is tough. I mean, you've got to work out... We had a lot of conversations at first about, you know, will the dynamics be the same? What will be different? And things have changed, but it's different and it's still fabulous.
The thing is, it seems you didn't have massive fallouts. A lot of these bands,
How do you know?
especially
How do you
Five.
know?
We had
Well,
one or
it's
two.
two.
We had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
We lived in each other's pocket for years.
You're
we were
like
like sisters.
Yeah.
But considering the amount of time we were together, the amount of fights and arguments we did have, really, in comparison,
So everybody else,
small.
yeah.
But it wasn't, you weren't going, I can't bear to be in Natasha's company.
Well,
where
when I
some
first
of
met
them-
her, the very first time I met Natasha, she was only 16 and I was like, I don't like her. I said, either she goes or I go. And then I got to know her and I fell in love.
I think I criticised her dancing.
Yeah.
Not her dancing, just the dance moves. Well, I didn't criticise her. I just think, oh, well, maybe we could change.
Should have said it like that, though.
When you got the call then, was it an instant, oh yeah, we've got to do this? Or were you going, I don't know, is this going to work
Instant
for
yes
us?
for me, it was.
it?
Yeah.
But we
Instant
all...
yes for me. I was...
But we all
Liz,
had the conversation.
instant yes
It was,
for you?
but we all had the conversation, so we wanted to meet up and talk about it, though, and see if we got on the same, because we've been in touch, like, recently.
I've been in touch more
For,
with Liz
like,
than what I have with Tash.
Recently, yeah, for the past...
And then we get to the other stage. OK, you may want to do it, but, and I mean this in a caring way, does anyone want to see you out there?
We
What
don't
is
know.
You don't know?
Well,
My mum does and the kids do. That's all. As long as the kids want to see me, that's all I'm happy about.
There's been enough time for nostalgia to kick in now.
Yes.
I think if this was 5 years ago, people would have been like, shut up, go away.
You know what's great
But now,
about-
you know, it's like we've got mums and dads with their daughters.
It's a new
you know,
generation
they've
as
been-
well.
Yeah,
And what's
it's the
great
next
about the
generation.
show is that because we've got so many different pop bands, like we were watching all the other bands in rehearsals like that.
We were like fans.
Yeah.
We was watching
terrible.
Five as if we was on a hen do.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
No, it was 911's body shaking moves that were a bit...
Well, listen, it's
drugs.
all on. We'll see you next week
Yeah.
at the big reunion, ITV2 on Thursday night at 9 o'clock.
You're so excited, you've made me excited. It's lovely, I'm excited for you. Absolutely, very good. Thank you very much, the Atomic Cougars Kittens. See you Monday. Bye.
Bye.